Sarah Knight, The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a F***. How to stop spending time you don't have with people you don't like, doing things you don't want to do. Prepare to embark on a journey to find inner peace by embracing the NotSorry Method in Sarah Knight's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a F***. Through this summary, you will learn how to identify the things that truly matter to you, declutter your mind, and stop caring about the opinions of others. Gain valuable insights into prioritizing what brings you joy and happiness, improving your relationships, and managing social obligations with honesty and politeness. The book's well-organized approach teaches you to navigate the intricacies of work dynamics, social media, and interactions with friends, family, and even strangers.
The NotSorry Method. This book introduces the NotSorry Method as a way to let go of things that we care about too much and start focusing on what truly matters. The method has two main steps: deciding what not to care about and then actually not caring about it. However, it's important not to disregard the feelings of others, even as you stop caring about certain things. The book teaches readers how to deploy this method in their lives step by step. Mind spring cleaning. Our minds are often cluttered with thoughts about things that are not important, and identifying them is the first step towards letting go. By making a list of everything that occupies our mind, we can identify the clutter that can be eliminated. This process can be made easier by categorizing the list into things, which are inessential, and work, which requires a little more attention. This categorization helps to focus on the things that truly matter and to let go of the pesky things that occupy space in our minds. By doing this, we can easily let go of the things that don't matter and focus on the things that truly matter. Mastering the art of not giving a fuck. Learn to prioritize your needs and opinions over those of strangers, acquaintances, friends, and even family by practicing the NotSorry Method. While it may be easier to not care about strangers, it's still possible to apply this principle to acquaintances and friends without coming off as rude. When it comes to family, it's important to be honest while still being respectful. By mastering the art of not giving a fuck, you can prioritize your own happiness and make decisions that align with your values without feeling guilty or sorry. Stop caring about things that don't matter. Stop wasting energy on things that don't add value to your life. Start prioritizing by letting go of the things that are not important and focusing on what truly matters. Everyone has a limited amount of energy and time to spare, and yet we spend a lot of those precious resources caring about things that don't matter. The problem with this is that when we focus our attention on things that don't add any value to our lives, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to focus on the things that truly matter. So how do we stop caring about things that don't matter? It's simple: start by prioritizing. Begin with the things that you can easily let go of. These are things that don't affect anyone else but yourself, such as unfollowing social media accounts that don't add any value to your life. Moving on, start focusing on the things that are a bit more complicated to let go of. These are things that affect another person, and you might need to be polite in the process of stepping back from them. For example, politely declining an invitation or commitment you don't want to participate in, without hurting the other person's feelings. Finally, move on to the hardest things to let go of. These are items that could trigger hurt feelings, but it's important to be honest and authentic with yourself and others. Be tactful and considerate when expressing your opinions instead of being hurtful or controversial. By freeing up energy that was previously spent on things that don't matter, you can channel that energy into what truly matters in your life. Prioritizing what's important will lead to greater productivity, happiness, and fulfillment. Remember, time and energy are limited resources, so spend them wisely. Not giving a global F***. The book highlights various categories of irritants that people face, with social media and work-related issues being the most prominent ones. The author suggests ways to become an expert in not giving a global F*** by ceasing to use social media platforms, deleting unwanted emails, and skipping work-related activities like team-building exercises. The book recommends identifying which things irritate and categorizing them to help focus on the things that matter. The expert level involves making comments that show a total disregard for social media or taking personal days at work. By adopting this carefree attitude, life can become more peaceful, stress-free, and enjoyable. Not giving AF***CK at social events. Learn how to manage social relationships without sacrificing your values and needs. Social events can be tricky to navigate, especially when dealing with strangers, acquaintances, friends, and family. However, the main rule is simple: only give AF***CK when it aligns with your values and needs. To not give AF***CK while also remaining polite and honest, communication is vital. For instance, if a friend's wedding falls on a date that conflicts with your vacation, don't lie or be impolite. Instead, tell your friend that you would genuinely love to attend but cannot because you have planned for a trip during that time. By doing this, you maintain your values while being respectful to your friend's needs. While attending family events might be unavoidable, try balancing the negative aspects with something positive. Suppose a family gathering involves exhausting political discussions, or you have to deal with an annoying relative. In that case, it's necessary to attend, but you can schedule something enjoyable after the event, like a massage, to balance the emotional weight. This way, you're still not giving in to expectations that don't align with your values, but you're also not letting it negatively impact your life. The key is not to give AF***CK when it comes to things that do not matter, including pleasing others at the expense of your happiness. Still, there's nothing wrong with showing compassion, kindness, and respect when your values align with those acts.
In summarizing the life-changing magic of not giving a F***CK, we have examined the NotSorry method and its practical applications to declutter the mind, discard inessential worries, and handle various social interactions with honesty and politeness. By applying these techniques to different aspects of your life such as things, work, and relationships, you can achieve a better sense of peace and happiness. Remember the core lesson of not caring about things that don't bring joy while still maintaining consideration for the feelings of others. As you progress through life with this newfound mindset, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle the challenges and obligations that come your way.